Well, I tell you, trying to find a quiet spot to have a word, kind of like pulling teeth out of a chicken. And now you're all cockeyed. You're cockeyed because you're out tasting. Let's get you up here a little bit more. There we are. That's a little better for now. Oh, pardon the truck going by. All right, so what we're doing today is I have been dying and longing and trying and wanting to shoot some long exposure photos. I have a full set of neutral density filters ranging from 3 stops up to 10 stops and stackable, where I can pile them on top of one another and make a 1-hour photograph in the middle of the day. That's what I want to do. Not a 1-hour shot, but I need water. For what I'm envisioning, I need water, which isn't a problem. I live in northern Michigan, I'm surrounded by it. So what I'm doing today is I'm going to hit 4 lighthouses and breakwalls in Frankfort, Michigan, Manistee, and Ludington. Actually, I think 5. There's 5 of them that I've got planned today. It is 2:15 in the afternoon. Sunset is a little after 9:30. And I've got about 3.5, 4, it's about 4 to 4.5 hours worth of saddle time to get to my final destination. And a little more than 7 hours to do it. So the trick is going to be to see, can I get it all done and get some decent photographs at each location without trying to hurry. But anyway, that's what I'm going to try. And it's a gorgeous day, so we're doing it on the motorcycle. But cheers, we'll see you at the next stop. All right, so I've made the first destination, or first stop, way earlier than I had anticipated. And as you can see, the bluebird sky curse continues. As I said, I'm way earlier than I wanted to be. The light's still pretty harsh. I can't stay here until the light gets better, so I think we're just gonna shoot in black and white and polarize the shit out of that water. I just got to decide from where I want to photograph. I actually kind of like this spot right here because I can get from here, I can get both of the lights. The only thing I don't like is all of these benches here, but I can clone those out as well as the people. But anyway, I'm gonna have a walk. I'm gonna spend probably going to spend about an hour or so here, just to walk around and find a good spot. But anyway, once I found a spot, I'll get you guys back out and we'll talk about it. Okay, so what I'm set up on here is the lighthouse down here at the end of the break wall, and I'll just throw it up here in camera so you can see how we're composed. I've got a circular polarizer in there just now to just take some of the glare off of that water. And because there's just nothing in the sky, everything's blue, the water's blue, the sky is blue. There's really no color interest, so I'm not worrying about the color. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot this in black and white. Because it's gonna be in black and white, I'm not going to worry so much about how overexposed the sky is. So I'm just gonna let that blow out in black and white. because I'm more interested in the detail on the lighthouse out there. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw a 10-stop neutral density filter on here just to smooth out the water. There's not a whole lot of movement in this water anyway, but that's gonna, 10 stops plus the 2.5 from the circular polarizer is going to smooth out that water, and hopefully all of those people that are out there on the break wall will vanish in the long exposure. And if it doesn't suck, here it is. Okay, so I've got my shot at the first location. I'm happy-ish with it. This is definitely a spot to which I want to return at the proper time of day, maybe with a little something else in the sky other than my cursed blue sky. Like I said, I've said before, I've said it a million times, and I'll keep saying it. The weather is the one thing we absolutely cannot control, and it's the one thing we just gotta roll with. But you know what? If it's lousy weather for photography, it's great weather for motorcycle riding, and we get to go do a little more of that on our way to our next stop. So it's 5 in the afternoon, got 4.5 hours till sunset, and Ludington is where I want to be for sunset. So let's get a move on.
Turn right, then you will arrive at your destination.
All right, well, we've made it to our second break wall or lighthouse. And this is probably gonna be a pretty quick stop because I can already see how I wanna shoot it and how I wanna frame everything up. I'm actually in the wrong spot. Where I wanted to be is on the other side of the river, but I also don't want to ride all the way back across town. I know it says it only is going to take 8 minutes to get over there, but I just cruised through town and there's construction. Oh, there's construction, and it's I don't want to go back through it. So I'm just going to take the shot from here. There's some nice light on the lighthouse as it is. From here, it looks okay. It looks good. It's just not the perspective I had up here in my head, and for that I need to be on the other side of the river. But as you can see the lighthouse out here. I like these grasses here, so I'm probably going to shoot over the top of them. I just gotta wander over this way and find a perspective I like. Might set up a shot with both of the lights in frame. I don't know. Give me a minute. Let me see what I can get. So really, there's not much to talk about. I'm just shooting these handheld, and I'm going to end up doing a focus stack with these. One shot focused here on the blades of grass here for the foreground, and another shot focused on the lighthouse out there. And there is a nice strip of light on the side of the lighthouse out there. I'm going to show you here in camera. It's so bright out here I can't see shit. But yeah, you can just barely make it out. There's a little bit of light on the side of the lighthouse. But yeah, I just shot these handheld because I didn't see the need to get the tripod out and set all of this up for a shutter speed that's over 1/1000th of a second, when I could just as easily shoot these handheld Yeah, that was 1/1000th of a second at f8. That's how bright it is out here, shooting in this direction. Again, this is another location where I could spend, the entire evening, where I would really want to be out here in that prime light, which we're not there yet. It's just now 7 o'clock, so about another hour before the light gets really, really good over here. And again, still with this absolute bluebird sky, my continuing curse.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Sorry, Siri, I'm not talking to you.
Sorry, starting again. Sorry,
Go away.
I don't understand.
Stop talking. All right, and I can see that this GoPro's batteries is down to about 5%. We should probably go get that changed out. And 7 o'clock now, almost 7. It's 10 minutes to 7. It's going to take us about 40 minutes to get down to our last destination. So yeah, I'm not going to monkey around with going to the other side, but I got the shot, got it in the can. It's successful. It's not great, but we did what we set out to do. All right, let's get down to Ludington. Holy Hannah, did I have a hell of a time getting here. You can't see much of it now, but there is the remnants of a Gus Macker basketball tournament here in Ludington. I couldn't get within 3/4 of a mile of this beach. All of the roads were closed, and I ended up having to hike in, which I really didn't want to do with all my gear on my back. But we're doing, I just got one last exposure going on. I didn't even bring the GoPro. The GoPro's still in the tour pack. But we're getting just the last little remnants of light there. I got one more exposure going. We got a 10-stop neutral density filter. This is going to be a 17-minute exposure. So these people walking in front of my camera right now, they won't even show up. But I already got one in the can. Again, I'm shooting in black and white just because there's nothing up there in the sky. If you get out there with the last little bit of sun, I mean, there is just nothing. There's a little bit of cloud on the horizon, but nothing worth pointing the camera at. But anyway, I think I'm probably going to end the video here. I'm going to try to get up to Big Sable Lighthouse. I did cruise through there. The only reason why we didn't get any pictures there today is because you can't get closer than 3 miles, or it's 1.5 miles. You have to hike in 1.5 miles, so it's a 3-mile round trip. And I just don't have it in me yet to do that, so I didn't bother with it. I may try it tomorrow morning. I am going to stick around here, but again, we've already got our shots, and there goes the last of the light. I think I might stick around for a little bit of blue hour. Might get a little bit closer. Might get down right onto the water so folks don't step in front of the camera and hang out. Well, yeah, we might see you tomorrow morning. Otherwise, I appreciate you sticking around. And one last bonus image. The following weekend, I was back in the same area and I was able to photograph the Little Sable Lighthouse. My blue sky curse was lifted. The trip I was on was not specifically a photography trip, so there's no behind the scene footage, but I hope you enjoy this last photograph. Thanks for watching.